Hello, it's Carl from New York Jen, back with a daily video. Happy Father's Day. If any guys out there are killing it, good stuff, good shit, keep doing it. Today, I wanted to talk about cheat meals, treats, or days, and little tips on things you can do to not get hit as hard with certain foods you may choose to pick when it comes to cheating. Now, for me, there's really three categories of cheating. First of all, you have either chocolate lovers, crisp lovers, or ice cream / fresh cream people. And that's gonna affect that's gonna affect, you know, if you're on a diet or you're looking to build muscle, whatever. That's gonna affect to some degree how much you get hit hard when you decide to have cheat meals. Now, so is a good cheat meal. I'm saying cheat meal here. I'm not saying cheat day. Few years ago, when I was trying to initially lose the weight, before we wanted to sort of build so much fucking muscle, I would have like cheat weekends, more or less. The whole thing would be a cheat weekend, and I didn't really care. Meals, pizzas, ice cream, whatever. And then I stopped that and thought, well, come on, catch yourself on. And then I mainly had desserts. That was it. But then when I was looking at the desserts, I was like, fuck me. When you actually think about the calories. So say, for example, every day from Monday to Friday, you put yourself in like a 200 caloric deficit. And like, fucking hell, nice one. 200 calories a day, good stuff. So should see a pound or two off here at the end of the week. Cool, that's 1,000 calories less. Good stuff. Killing it. And then you eat a fucking Ben & Jerry's tub. One Ben & Jerry's tub is about 1,200 calories. In a 8-minute sitting, however long it takes you to engulf a tub of ice cream, you just fucked yourself for 5 days. And then when I thought about that, I was like, that is fucking not worth it. Well, I mean, it is worth it. I mean, you're eating it and it's amazing. But then in the other sense, it's not, because you've time traveled 5 days in advance. It's kind of fucking shit. And it costs you probably like £5 for a tub of ice cream. So, what's the alternative? So first thing, we need to get things clear here. You fuckers out there should be taking a cheat meal, not a cheat day. If you're taking a cheat day, you're gonna need to reevaluate things, because if you're not losing weight or you're not getting the results of whatever said goal is, I guarantee it's because of the cheat day. Now, you may go, but Carl, there's 7 days in a week, 1 day. But how many weeks are there in a year? I don't know, I can't remember. But it's like 50 odd, 53, 54. There's a lot of fucking weeks in a year. That's 54 times you're doing that. You know, how many needles are in a haystack? You know, questions like that. But what I'm saying is, time over the month, there's 4 fucking days. 2 months, 8 days. You're doing that. That's a big impact. A big impact. So, we're talking about cheat meals here. Cheat meals. Now, but it's specifically desserts we're talking. We're not talking about the actual dessert. So, cheat meals, desserts, treats, whatever. Now, everyone's going to need them. If you're someone that doesn't need them, for a fuck's sake, man. I couldn't do it, but now, after long fucking days, if it's working or with the kids and stuff, you want to have your own wee little piece of paradise. Be it some raw cream in your mouth, maybe a breadstick of some sort, or a tender virgin dark chocolate smeared me mouth. But in all seriousness, we all love treats and desserts, and definitely for the Sunday it helps. Now, the thing is though, we could be really shooting ourselves in the foot by taking certain treats. There's alternatives that more or less taste exactly the same and are the same, and the amount of diminishing hurt you're going to be doing on yourself will be much less. So let's go through the three. Well, what I do, for example, I would have a dessert actually 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, believe it or not. But desserts aren't that heavy. So, I'm more of an ice cream guy. That's my Achilles heel. So I would go for some of the low-calorie ice cream tubs. All together, some of them are giving about 300 calories. That's pretty good. That's not much. So that's an alternative. But if you go with the full stuff, the full high sugar tubs, you're talking maybe 1,500 calories, close to 2,000 and some. For me, it's not just worth it. And I'm telling you, I promise you, if you change onto them 300-400 calorie tubs, the first one you may go, it doesn't taste sugary, but see after a week, you'll be hooked on it. And see when you go back to a full sugar one, it won't feel right. It'll feel fucking, your mouth and your teeth will feel all gunky, and trust me. Now, the 3 schools: crisps, ice cream, and chocolate. If you're an ice cream person, my best recommendation, without a doubt, would be to buy the cheaper the ice cream, right? Now hear me out here, don't freak out at me. The cheaper the ice cream, be it like them tubs, if you buy like a really cheap one from Tesco, them fuckers tend to have fuck all calories in it. Well, they have calories, but compared to the sort of expensive ones with high, like a lot of milk and rich milk and high sugar, they have a lot of shit in them. A lot of calories. The cheaper ones, I'll give you an example. A tablespoon from the rich one could be maybe about 50, 60 calories. A tablespoon in the lower ones could be about 11 calories, 15 calories. Big difference here. Big difference. So, when in doubt, if you're going to go for ice cream, basically, and you're not too fussy, go for a cheap one. Be much more easier in the calories. When it comes to the tubs, the low-calorie tubs, and the low-calorie tubs can be just as expensive as the high-sugar ones. Sometimes you get them cheaper, they're on deals. So, the likes of Halo, for example, ice cream. There's another brand you'll find in the supermarkets. Usually in the front of the packages, they'll tell you. Now, just be careful. Some of them may say 200 calories in the front of it. And then you check the small print, it's like per fucking 100 ml or per half the tub. So keep an eye out. Find one that's maybe saying 150 calories per half. Boom, 300 calories. That's a good one. Fresh cream stuff like buns and stuff. To be honest, I can't give you any advice or tips on that because you'll be fucked. If you're a bakery type guy or gal, you can't help it. You're gonna be fat for the rest of your life. Sorry. Second school. Crisps. Crisps do a lot of damage. They're really, really bad, especially for a small. Now, most people these days don't take one packet of crisps. They have multiple. They usually have like the sharing packs. I'll give you an example. Sharing pack of Doritos, you're talking about 900 calories from that. Near 1,000 on a fucking packet of crisps. It's not worth it. There's other alternatives though. You have these wee bastards, Ritz, these salty ones. These are a good alternative. Okay, they're more salty than sugary. If you're more of a salty dude, 7 crackers is 122 calories, roughly. So if you wanted to look and get a 300 calorie odd meal, I mean, this would do it. You could get about 20 crackers out of this. But the problem is with these type of things here is most people when they buy a bag of crisps like to eat the whole thing. They're not going to be going for something where it's just, they'll take a quarter of it. It's not realistic. This stuff in here, if you have this in front of you, you're probably going to eat the whole fucking box. Look at me. Look at my eyes. Don't lie to me. You're going to eat the whole fucking box. So, for crisps, it's not really maybe a good alternative getting a big sharing box right in front of you. My best advice would be to buy 1 packet of crisp or find a different alternative. To be honest, crisps are quite heavy. Although, a trick, cheap crisps don't have much in them again. However, baby crisps. You know the crisps in Tesco they do for babies, to 8 months plus? They have hardly no calories in it. And I'm telling you right now, they taste like any normal crisp. Give it a go. You'll be literally eating baby food. And listen, them fuckers grow. Like, babies, we could take a leaf out of babies' books. Napping all the time, eating all around them, and they grow every day, and they get stronger and stronger. Yeah, be more like baby. But last one would be the chocolatey types. Another example. Galaxy Caramel. One of the sort of bars that size. for one of those things, now, it's quite heavy. You're talking around about 700 calories in one of those things again, just for a wee tub, and it goes very fast. Now, the alternative for chocolate stuff would be to just know exactly what calories you're going to get. If you're going to get a packet of buttons, or say one of them average sort of Cadbury's bars, you know, I'm not just talking about like the one wee small one, like a normal one. You are going to be talking about 500 calories on a get-go always. It's going to be roughly about 500 to 600 calories. You can get dark chocolate, it's a bit better. You can't get cheaper dark chocolate. The cheaper you go, the better it's going to be. All these things are kind of consistent. If you go for the cheaper products, like the supermarket brands, they have way less calories in it, probably just because they have less sugar. Now, always check the back. This is the trick here of all this stuff. You just check the back. It takes a minute. Just check the back and go, huh, and look at both your favorite brand and the normal brand. After a while, you won't taste much difference on them. And one will have, sometimes it can be a big difference. It can be literally 40% reduction of calories. So, that's a heads up for that one. Then we come into drinks, like Coke and stuff. You know, my advice on this would be full fat soda and Coke drinks. It's gonna fuck you. There's no way around it. On a drink, you're gonna be consuming about 100 calories. What the fuck's the point on a fucking drink? The main thing is your meal you want to enjoy. You don't want to be going on adding extra fucking calories just in a drinking device. A low sugar one would be just fine. If you don't like Diet Coke, what you could do is you could get normal full fat Coke, fill it half a glass up, and put a lot of ice in it. And that ice will obviously voluminate it than you would, but add volume onto it with a lot of water, and it'll water down your Coke a wee bit, and you'll be getting half less of it, but it'll feel like a full pint. Top tips. A few other tips as well you can do is lollies. Some lollies don't have too much calories in it. Now, for example, a Magnum. Magnum's a really rich treat. If you sit down to one Magnum, they're quite dear. So if you walk into your sitting room and sit down and open your packet of Magnum, you'll be looking at that and go, right, that's my one. That's my one. Well, if you have a box in front of you or a packet of something, you're just going to keep dipping into it. What the fuck's that? Fuck. I thought it was a spider. I fucking hate spiders. But if it's a Magnum sitting looking in front of you, it's easy. It's good. It's easy enough. So it's about 200 calories. So it'd be a good one. Or you can get the like Mr. Frosty lollies and stuff, or the milk stick lollies. Again, the milk lollies are 30 calories each. Now they do go fast though. Ice Pops. Ice Pops is another brilliant one, actually. I would sometimes eat Ice Pops. It's like a pre-workout meal. Have a wee bit of sugar and stuff in them, just a tiny bit. They're about 20 calories. And then bastards take fucking ages to eat. A long time. Like, you'd be sucking at an Ice Pop for about 15 minutes or 20 minutes. By that point, you probably wasted calories in your jog all the time. So you're probably burning calories while you fucking eat the bastard. Ice Pop's another good trick. Really, really good trick. And then some of these sweeties you get in supermarkets as well. You know the ones you get for kids? Like the jellies, like the teeth and lips and stuff. Or the wee mushroom things. Or the wee man, I don't know. Like the ones you get for like 3 for £1, for example, or 3 for $1, whatever you are. They're brilliant. They don't actually have much calories in them. A lot of the kids' foods don't have too much high calories, believe it or not. And, you know, it's not strictly for kids. You can fucking eat it as well. You know, it's not like if you eat it, you're going to regress in age, although that would be brilliant. So, you'll be fine. So, you know, baby crisps, kids' sweets, you know, if you enjoy it and it's low calories, why not? Just don't eat them outside schools because they'll be fucking thinking you're a creep. Especially if you don't have a kid. And your trench coat and everything. Weird. Listen guys, the main point I'm trying to make this video is, if your progress has been lacking, it's probably almost certainly due to the cheat stuff you do. Cheat meals are fine. Don't do cheat days. Compare your desserts and treats. Decide what you want to do. Decide what's your favourite. If it's chocolate, crisps, or ice cream, decide that. And before you go for your next treat meal, start comparing around. Compare Cadbury's with Galaxy. Compare Galaxy with Asda brand, Tesco, Sainsbury's brand. Compare them around. If it's the same fucking thing, if it's chocolate and it's the same fucking thing, but one of them has about 200 calories less, go for that one. Now you may say, oh, but that's only 200 calories. Again, time that over. If you do that twice a week for a month, it's a big difference. You're going to be saving about 1,000 calories. That's what I'm saying. Little things add up. Now, obviously, we're not talking about foods here when we talk. I'm not talking about cheap meals in terms of like actual foods, hot foods. We can do another video on that. This is just for treats and desserts. But my best advice is always go for the cheaper option. It may not taste as sexy, I get it, but your taste buds will come very quickly. If you're eating boring meals throughout the week, and you're honestly being true to yourself that you are eating meals that it's like, oh, it's not the tastiest, but I know that it's doing me good. When you come to a simple thing that maybe has a bit more sugar in it, but not as much as the high brand ones, you'll fucking enjoy it. And if you don't, something's telling me that you're probably not hitting the mark throughout the week as well. Because when you taste that first bit of heaven somewhere on the tip of your tongue, when I taste cheap treats and cheap desserts, fuck, it's ambrosia. It's ambrosia. It makes my body tingle. It's amazing. So that's the cheat stuff, guys. If you need programs or diet advice or nutrition advice, you can contact me through my Instagram or Facebook, Carl_Gibson/training, or you can visit us in the Oxden on Facebook and our website, oxden.com, where we do tailored programs and diets and stuff for people, or you can do online coaching, wherever you like. But until the next one, don't cheat. Only cheat in the sexy stuff.